So before we get on to this little mini, I'm gonna call it explanation video, I just want to put it out there that I'm not trying to start any more drama than there already is. It has kind of cooled down at this point, so I'm trying to leave it that way. Hey guys, it's slime time. Welcome back to my channel. Unless you're new, then a big welcome to you. So you guys are probably really confused because this isn't typically how I start my slime reviews, but I just wanted to address a couple things before I get on with this video. So if you've been keeping up with my YouTube or Instagram or pretty much any of my slime time social media, you'll probably know that I posted a Slime Yoda's Redemption video a couple weeks ago, and it got a lot of hate on it for a couple different reasons, which I'm going to be explaining right now. I think we can all agree that some of my criticisms and critiques were a little bit harsh, but I'd just like to remind you that it was a brutally honest slime review, so you kind of knew what you were getting into when you started the video. As always, I'm just trying to please everybody. Some of my timers are saying that I'm being too nice in my reviews and they wish I was a little bit more harsh and critical. Others are saying I'm too mean and I need to stop being so harsh. So I'm still trying to find that happy medium. Two main mistakes that I made during this video were I didn't puff the slime up properly, so I couldn't give you an accurate depiction of what our slimes could really do. And the second mistake that I made was that I didn't read through all of the descriptions before I purchased the slimes. So typically when I buy slimes from slime shops, I don't read through the descriptions right then and there because then I wouldn't be able to purchase enough slimes to review in one video. Some really successful slime shops, like hers, sell out super fast. So you need to move really quickly and get through the checkout section as quickly as possible before the slimes that you have in your cart get sold to somebody else. So obviously this was 100% my fault because I was ignorant and unaware of the intents of her slime textures. So where this gets a little bit complicated is that the slime package typically takes about 4 days to ship to my house, which is really quick, but I don't end up reviewing it for another 3 to 4 days. So in between this time, she normally has another restock because she restocks weekly. And when she restocks again, she takes all of the old listings off of her shop, so you're unable to see any of the descriptions except if you buy from her unlimited stock, which she has up all the time. So I think we can all agree that my slime puffing skills need a lot, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot of work, and I do understand that, and I did DM some of you guys and you guys explained to me very kindly how to puff up the slime properly, so I did work on that a lot in this video on trying to improve that. On the other hand, I would say a majority of my video was very positive in promoting her slimes, and I do think I'm entitled to my own opinion, but obviously basing these opinions off of facts. But that doesn't take away the fact that everything I said was my true and honest opinion, and it's just my personal preference, okay? So don't get offended. So I just want to give you a little bit of a background of my reasoning for my brutally honest slime reviews. So when I typically film my brutally honest slime reviews, I'm not trying to pick out more things or be nitpicky or just look for things that are wrong with the slimes. I just say more things that I wouldn't typically say in a regular review. When I do my regular reviews, I have a little bit of a filter on, and I'm kind of focusing more on just flat out promoting the slimes, nothing really negative unless something really sticks out to me. But when I'm doing a brutally honest slime review, when I notice something, I'm going to say it because I'm being 100% honest with you guys. During my brutally honest slime reviews, I just say more things that come to mind that I would typically steer away from in a regular review. This is what some people would like to call equivocation, which is not lying but also not telling the whole truth. I was also very shocked that some of my favorite slimers that I had adored for so long had added to some of the drama, therefore making it worse. I'm not going to mention any names because I don't want to make this more than it is, but all I can say is that I'm just a little bit disappointed. So obviously that whole video was based upon my opinion. You may love a slime that I personally don't care for, and that's just my personal take on it. You don't have to follow my opinions unless you truly believe it. I mean, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. I'd also like to mention that I did purchase all of these slimes with my own money, so she wasn't really doing me a favor by sending me the slime package. If anything, I was promoting her business even more. I personally did not support the way Slime Yoda handled this situation, as she publicly shaded me on her Instagram multiple times without trying to confront me first, despite me DMing her days prior. So I'm not going to get into a lot of detail because I do not want to throw all the blame on her, but one thing led to a next and all of her followers started attacking me without knowing the full story, which in a sense I did deserve, but could have easily been avoided if she had answered my DM first. I'd also like to mention that I did respond to her DM within 2 hours. I was actually filming a video when she DM'd me back, and I always have my phone in airplane mode, so I feel like this isn't a valid excuse to lash out at me within that little amount of time that I had to defend myself. She didn't really read into the situation completely first either, as I had addressed all of these problems on my YouTube channel the day that the video was posted, which was on a Sunday, and this whole blow up happened about 6 days after my video was posted. Now, over a week later, she is still trying to elongate the problem that I thought we had resolved by occasionally shading me on her Instagram story, which I'm not gonna lie, I do find very unnecessary. I think this situation could have been handled better if she had just addressed the problem and then defended her side instead of getting all petty about it. I mean, I personally was trying to steer as far away from the drama as I could. So I would definitely say that we were both at fault for this whole thing. I definitely instigated the problem and that was definitely not my intent, but she also made it worse by addressing it publicly. So I don't want to throw all the blame onto her, so I'm not going to be including any of the pictures or screenshots of the things she posted on her story or anything that I posted. You guys can look into it if you want. So naturally, this is part of the territory, and I love producing content for you guys. And I'm not trying to turn this into a pity party for me, okay? I just thought you guys deserved to know the full story. I obviously had no intent to diminish the hard work and effort she puts into her slime shop or detriment her sales. So I'd really appreciate it if you guys could watch this video with an open mind, as I know how to properly conduct this review fairly.